Yo, what is up guys? It's Geerzy here, and today I'll be comparing old building methods versus new building methods. We'll be taking a look at how much certain building techniques have evolved throughout the seasons, and show many ways to do them. Also, if you played Fortnite back in the early seasons, feel free to tell me in the comments which methods you used to do or still use to this day. Anyways, without any further ado, let's begin. First up, we'll be taking a look at 90s. Since Fortnite was launched all the way to Season 4, no one did 90s or even knew what they were. 90s were pretty much just 1x1s until you were higher than your opponent, because that's really the only thing people knew how to do. But at the time, it was crazy.
Summit!
The reason it took everyone so long to figure out techniques such as 90s is most likely because build fights were rare and we didn't have game modes such as Playground or Creative to sit around, practice our builds, and do 90s for 8 hours straight. We played the game for fun, just hiding in bushes, hoping no one would find us so we could get the victory royale. Nowadays, there are so many ways you can do 90s, it's insane. Infinite 90s are my personal favorite and in my opinion the most effective, but I also love doing 3 quick basic 90s to start off a build fight. Here's a tip that will allow you to get high ground quickly when fighting someone in a creative or playground 1v1 using 90s. Instead of doing 3 90s in a row and then having to reset because of jump fatigue, do your first 90 without jumping. Then do 3 quick 90s. This will put you 1 story higher than your opponent right off the bat, allowing you to maintain high ground for the rest of the 1v1. Since there wasn't really 90s back in the first seasons, we will just say that they counted as 1x1s. The next technique we'll be looking at is ramp rushes. Ramp rushes started out very simple. In Season 2 and 3, people would brag to their friends that they could do the double ramp rush, and everyone would be amazed. But then, Daquan started placing walls behind his double rush, changing the meta and making that the go-to rush to learn. Now, there are people like Beaks who come up with so many advanced ramp rushes that no one thought were possible. The ramp rushes I use the most would have to be the high ground push, the 4-layer ramp rush, and finally the side rush. The ramp rush that was most commonly used in Season 2 and 3 was the single ramp wall push, so that's what we will be using in the side-by-side comparison. Last but not least, we will go over 1x1s. Honestly, to tell you the truth, 1x1s haven't changed much. I still see people doing the basic 1x1 all the time. It's the exact same variant as people used in Season 1. The reason they have stayed almost the same is because there's been no need to change. We only had to start finding better ways to safely see opponents within our 1x1 is when Fortnite changed the edit panels to opaque, making it very hard to see through. Here are a couple ways you can spot opponents easier in a 1x1. And here are a couple safer ways you can engage your opponents. Thank you all so much for watching the video. If you enjoyed, consider dropping a like and feel free to subscribe to stay updated with all the latest Fortnite tips and tricks. Also, if you found anything that was helpful in this video, consider using code Geerzy in the item shop to greatly support my channel. Anyways, with all of that said, I hope you guys have an awesome day and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.